Hi there, it's Tish with Star Love Healing. I'm here to, my candle literally just went out. I don't know if you saw that. Okay, I'm gonna get a new candle. 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay. All right, well, I hope everyone's all doing well and excited about this full moon energy. It is a super moon, 1 of 4, I believe we're having. And it's the blood moon, but it's the full moon in Sagittarius. So it's super expansive. It's, Jupiter energy. But also is really wild because Jupiter is in Pisces energy as well. And Pisces and Sagittarius energy is like both mutable. And Jupiter is actually the original planet of Pisces. But then this was like eternity ago. So now Jupiter is Sagittarius energy. So really feels like Jupiter and Pisces and Sagittarius do have that kind of like both that real strong link to each other. So I don't know why that came up, but anyway, that's why. It's because the Jupiter energy is all about like deep wisdom. And it's expansive. It is like big picture thinking. And with moving that with wisdom and that deep dive that, actually I was going to say Pisces really are good at as far as emotional deep dives. And again, like a lot of Sagittarius people I know, they do that deep dive almost daily. It's like every day, every choice is made from some sort of like past knowledge that they've gathered. It's like that's their thing. But so anyways, I don't know why I'm saying that, but except that it is now the full moon in Sagittarius. So I wanted to do a reading to see what the collective has coming at them with this, especially being a super moon. So I want to pray and clear the energy, and then we'll get started. So I just want to pray for all of our divine guidance from our angels. I want to ask for Archangel Michael to protect our spiritual energy right now. A lot is happening, and I just feel like we need to ask for protection from any and all things. So please, we ask that from you, Archangel Michael. And I want to say, may divine love open the inner eye and bring perfect insight that I may faithfully read the energy and serve truth. May all beings recognize whatever they need to take the next step on their divine life journey at the perfect time and in the perfect way, according to divine compassion and in service to the great divine plan of love unfolding. So be it. So then I want to just cleanse it with this beautiful bell energy. Just kind of take a deep breath in, close your eyes, try to be in a place that's quiet, and let this really cleanse you. And I'm asking for healing to have happen with this chime. Thank you. Release anything. That is what full moon energy is, right? Release what no longer serves you. So you can usher in newness, right? All right. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of shuffling because I really haven't. This deck just kept, I was going to do the regular Rider-Waite, and then this one was just like, because this is what I think of Sagittarius. The people I have in my life that's Sagittarius, they are just fun, happy, like, that is just so joyous. So, anyways, this deck is what we're going to use today, is my point. All right. Another thing with new moon, just be prepared to really look at things in a different way. If you're not used to, if you're focused on details usually, I don't really think that that's what Jupiter energy is. Jupiter is energy of the big picture. So, all right, I don't know why I was doing that one. I wanted to do this one first, the Queen of the Moon Oracle, because it is the moon cycles in here. I kind of want to see what is the collective energy regarding this new cycle. Thank you, Spirit. That was quick. It's creation, beaver moon. Oh my gosh, there's a lot here. I wasn't prepared for all that, but hey. And new moon at the bottom is new beginnings, so this might have something that is coinciding with what your new moon energy intentions were. I mean, we're still in the new moon cycle, right? So this energy could be helping facilitate that new moon energy, which was creation. So beaver moon. And I liked how this came out, considering I was just saying how we got to let things go so we can start new, right? We have newness come in. Well, it's creation, right? Manifesting something new. All right, then we have, and I like this one because it's trust. But what I love about it is that, didn't I just say, oh, I don't have it, but the card from here was that duck, that bright, shiny, sunny duck. And then this one has another duck on it. And it's an egg moon. So trust. Definitely feels like something you're having to, or something you've been gestating, something you've been sitting on, something you've been thinking. I'm hearing this, that you've been thinking that you've needed to nurture this egg. And you've in order to have done that, you've really probably had to like put some other things to the side so that you could really focus on this. And I laugh how I was just saying it's not really focused, but actually this part is, right? This is, it might be in the sense of you focused on something and now it's time, like, almost feels like this is past energy because it's something you've been doing. You've been nurturing something. You've been keeping something warm. You know, you're gestating something. So what is it? We'll hopefully find out. Self-love and the path. So both waxing crescent. Self-love and the path. And I feel like these go together. Self-love and the path. And I love that it's portals. See that little portal right there? That means sometimes it can be not fun because you're kind of like squeezing through something. Again, some sort of creation. We really do have a lot of something being birthed right now. We have creation, we've got an egg, we've got this path, which I just naturally feel like with portals is some sort of new creation. And I literally was like showing the birthing canal with my hand. It was so wild. So self-love. It must have something that you're really going to have to trust yourself. Trust that you have done a lot of self-love. Okay. What? This has been something, it's not just for right now, but it is coming back to me. Something that has been a theme in the last little bit has been the fact of really needing to go back and review your karmic lessons and really acknowledging what you learned from those. And it almost, it's making me want to say that right now, because it's almost like you really got to see how far you've come. And specifically with self-love, because self-love is all about granting yourself forgiveness for things that you chose that in the past that wasn't your current vibration, right? I mean, we've all done some really terrible things, and we've all done some pretty gloriously beautiful things. That is a human path. So, path. Oh, geez. Okay, so, anyways, but you got to forgive yourself for things that you have done in the past, and maybe sometimes what forgive yourself for what you don't know what you're going to do in the future, but just give yourself grace. Okay, so last card that was face down this whole time, and I really like that it's kind of got that, what you're not seeing energy by not being face down. It's will. Number 13, will. And this girl, I want to read the card on this one, because to me, my first part is just that, like, that willpower, that, like, drive, that desire, that passion, which is a fire energy, that willpower. And that's, Sagittarius energy. So that inner fire that's going to keep you going forward, keeping you going. So, and this girl's got a mask on, so that's kind of cool. And she's also got something shining in her face, like she's seeing the light. She's being shown the light. But it's all about how she sees it, because what she sees, therefore you, isn't going to be what other people see. And she's getting a close-up look at it. I don't know if you can see this, but she's getting a very close-up look at that shining sunburst of some light. Some light. Okay, I do want to read that one, though. All right. Decisions require action. You are in control of your own decisions in life, no one else's. Passion and will determine a great proportion of your success. You will persist. You possess free will, which means you should focus on yourself first and avoid placing your will over another's. Wow. And the mantra with this card is, I have the will to make the changes I need. So, it says, will feels like a very old-fashioned concept in a modern world where it seems like everything is geared up to be easy as possible, or there is always someone else to blame. The idea of placing our personal will persistently into something seems quaint. When we decide we are going to change something in our lives, let's say a particularly negative pattern or bad habit, breaking the old way we do things can be difficult. Change requires a concentration of our will. Awesome. And to tie in what I've been kind of channeling is that to go with that is that when you have karma, your karmic lessons, you had to at some point made that change to have learned that lesson. So it's like, really go back and just kind of identify all the lessons you've learned, because then you really, and if you don't feel like you've learned a lesson from something that was a big thing, then that's probably you're gonna go through it again, which is great. Be thankful for that. Sorry, my light is just like, it's so dark outside, so I need as much light as possible. But what my point is that even the kitty was saying hi. Karmic change. Try to go back and see what lessons you've learned, and acknowledge and observe the fact that you have accomplished all that change and that you did it. You made those choices. You made it happen. You got yourself through that portal into that new life, right? After each one of those karmic cycles. And so you are your own answer, I guess is my point. But you got to have willpower and you have to trust that you have it in you. Okay, thank you. And this one I really love. This deck has been calling me all day. Oh, all right, there we go. Let's see if anything else comes out. Oops, that's too much. Thank you. All right. Okay, here it is. Bless the people you feel envious of. Bless the people you feel envious of. Sometimes the most enlightened response, excuse the language, but sometimes the most enlightened response is fuck off. It really is. All right, you've got a new story to write, and it looks nothing like your past. Step through that portal. Acknowledge that things have to change for new to come in. Last one, this was flew over here. Be someone's yes. I love all of those. Oh. Gosh, beautiful. I love it. So, you know, some just feels like, to me, this card is needing to be like a reciprocated energy. You know, be there for somebody else. Be that good example for somebody else. Lift somebody else up with your words. Or if you don't feel like you have the right words, then do something action-wise. Be somebody's yes. Give them that opportunity. I don't know. I don't really know if there's anything that needs to... Well, I guess we'll do this. Is there anything else you want to say regarding bless the first card here? Please give me one card on bless the people you feel envious of. I mean, that to me is pretty self-explanatory. I don't really get this. This is very likely. At this time, the situation or outcome is likely to occur. Okay, so it definitely feels like the collective is going to be... in this next cycle, from full moon to full moon, is going to be very likely to have experienced some sort of envious energy. And you're going to have to observe it. And that by feeling it and then asking yourself, doing that deep soul work as far as asking yourself, why am I envious of that person? Because there's zero reason to be envious of anybody. There's enough energy out in this world for everyone to live their best life. So there's no reason why. And then bless the people. Like, if you're envious of them, learn from that. Say not only that you're feeling that envious feeling, but move on past it. But also be thankful that that the universe has sent you somebody in your path that you can recognize as what you want. Like, because that's what envious is, right? It's like thinking that that's what you want. Well, if it is, and then be thankful you've actually got an example coming across you to say, wow, that's what I want. I see it now, and someone's accomplished it, so I know I can accomplish it. So everything is a blessing. or a lesson. You know what I mean? Those are the same thing. Okay, sometimes the most enlightened response is fuck off. Okay, knight. Knight, like a knight going into battle. Fighting spirit. So that kind of goes along with that. Brave, determined, persevering, passionate, assertive. So I think that definitely is like you're going to, at some point, you're going to find yourself where you're going to have to make this like, be assertive, take action, and just be confident that you are you know, making that right choice with somebody. And that can be, you know, being blunt, right? Isn't that what Sagittarius is known for, being blunt? Fuck off. So, and don't we love someone who actually just is not have any problem explaining, bluntly or not, how they're feeling? Yeah, I do. I don't want to be guessing. I don't want to guess, because I promise you my guess is not probably going to be right. All right, so you've got a new story to write, and it looks nothing like your past. Ooh, a lot came out for that. Thank you. So we've got crystal ball and declaration. So crystal ball and declaration definitely is like something that you're seeing your future, like you actually can see how it's going to be played out, you know, like you're setting it, you're like making it into existence by like declaring it, you know. And the crystal ball is like intuition. So again, that kind of goes along with that trust. Like you're manifesting. Like this is a manifestation here. You're writing down your intentions, and always is a great idea for any kind of full moon, new moon energy, is writing down what you want to have intended, your intentions, right? I don't know why I can't talk, but sorry. And it says past, present, future for the crystal ball. So that is obviously, you know, nothing looks, you've got a new story to write, and it looks nothing like your past. Amazing. All right. This wants to keep saying it to me as well, because that's the Declaration of Independence for this card. That's really, really old, right? But we still abide by it. But this is the opposite, right? This is intuition. It's not needing to see something written down. It's not needing to see something. You just believe it. Seeing is believing for some people, right? Well, this is kind of like for this, I'm also feeling that like you're not having, that's old ways of thinking, right? You're trusting something that you can't see. That's surrendering. Okay, perfect. Let's see, crack shot, hammock, handcuffs, and sap. So something that is super resourceful but slow going, right? Like it's like resources, needed materials, flow, grounded. Let's see. This is a new story, so crack shot is like, you know, it says here, dead on, witty, competent, showdown, accurate, skilled, excel, arrogant. And then hammock is all about like meditation, recovery, self-actualization. So on some level it might feel like, and then handcuffs, which is all about being like detained by external forces, or incapacitated. Control, which is one thing I was going to say about this. When you're surrendering control, you have to surrender control. And, I feel like that's a very big theme right now. But I think this is going to give you, and it's something that's slow. So it feels almost like this is like past energy. Like you've had, you've kind of felt detained by something, and it's made it, you want to go so fast at something, but it's just like you're being like suspended and like between two things, like a hammock. Like you're just having to just be patient, right? And it's not a comfortable feeling. It feels like you're being like, detained against your will. And it feels so slow. I just feel like sap is like the slowest thing ever. So, and I'm sorry if I'm laughing. I'm a humor. Like, I think I'm kind of, I got that weird humor where it's like, the more awkward it is, the more funny it is to me. Anyway, it just feels like something that this energy is like, you're really having to like let go of control and let this uncomfortable, awkward feeling really observe it and move and just observe it. Let it be. It is what it is, That's how you're really going to find this resource, this flow, this nourishment, this grounded feeling, this, rooted energy. Or it could be in your root chakra. So for kind of maybe if you're feeling like you're kind of not feeling very confident in things, do a little root chakra healing. And then be someone's yes. Last card. Be someone's yes. Oh, we got Dear John. It's rejection, cold hard truth, breaking up, set boundaries, divorce, strained situation, it's not you, it's me, the end, final word, cutting cords, and something's not working. Be someone's yes. Those are like, only thing I can think of just right off the bat is maybe you need to be there for someone who's maybe going through something like this. Because when you're going through that kind of energy, the Dear John, it's pretty thick, right? And any kind of smile can help. Anyone that can, And also sometimes being someone's yes. I know this sounds ridiculous because it just will, but I promise it's got validity to it. When you're walking away from someone or you're ending a relationship, if you're really doing it from a place of knowing that that person is better off, then you're giving them their yes. Like, they may not see it that way, but if you really it's not just, I don't know, I'm not really clarifying this very well, but when you break up with someone or you're having an ending with a relationship of any sort, like, don't just think about yourself. Think about their side of it. Do you think what you're doing is only benefiting you, or is it benefiting them too? Because you really should want that other person to succeed and absolutely thrive from this loss once they've worked through it, right? So I guess that's my point, is like, be someone's yes, because sometimes someone can't say, someone's not choosing themselves, but you walking away from a situation will actually help benefit them in the long run, because they'll have no other choice but to choose themselves at that point, you know? I don't know. Anything else you want us to know about that, Spirit? Thank you. This one is ostrich trap. Again, it's very like, it's fear-based thinking. It's feeling threatened. It's refusing to face reality. Avoidance, closed-mindedness, run for cover. Run for cover. Man, so be someone's yes. Something here is like very much like something's not working. Someone's not acknowledging it. Maybe someone's not acknowledging that they need to leave something. So maybe that's a sign for you to say, man, I really need to take my head out of the sand and really acknowledge how I can help someone else who's maybe in a bad place, or set some boundaries because you know it's going to help everyone in the relationship. But, all right. Let's see. All right, one or two cards from, oh, actually I already shuffled this, so, okay. You know what, I didn't do this. Okay, here we go. What do we need to know as a collective for this new energy for full moon? Wolf, rooster, and polar bear. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles with the wolf. And that's reputation, reliability, and results. Knight of Pentacles is the one knight in the four knights that accomplishes their goal. They're the one who actually gets to where they need to plant that seed. So they accomplish their goal. All right, this is Rooster, Three of Wands. Three of Wands, it says, rise and shine, foresight, slow and steady. Which, again, slow and steady is what a Knight of Pentacles is. That's the slowest knight in the tarot. So it definitely feels like, remember we were talking about that egg earlier, something you've been like gestating and kind of really putting a lot of energy and focus in. This kind of goes along with that same slow energy. And then we got the polar bear, which is the star card. And it's healing, hope, gifts from the Great Spirit. Okay. So, really feels like this slow energy that you've been working through is really gonna, it's been the healing touch. It's been something that's really helped you heal. And it's now time, now that you've healed, now that you, now that you've taken the time for yourself, that self-love, self-healing, it's time to release it. Anything else you want to say? Woodpecker, Eight of Swords. So self-imposed prison and new perspectives. So maybe this was something that you remember I was saying, like you kind of felt like handcuffed. That is self-imposed prison. Like you felt like it was something that you just couldn't escape. And yet it didn't feel like something you were doing. This is a big one. This is a big one. This is energy of you felt trapped. You felt restricted. And you're like, this resonates. So I'm hoping this is what this, God, you don't even know why you're being restricted. It just feels like you are. And you know it's got to actually, it's just like, I can't figure it out. I can't. Like, I've asked all the right questions that I think I need to ask. And, but I can't see it. I can't see it. But it's because it's subconscious. It's a subconscious energy that's got you. And it's self-imposed. And so this full moon really, you know, you've got to surrender, ask for surrender, ask for the, to just be able to let go of control. And I think when you are able to get to that point and ask for that information, you know, that it's really going to help with your subconscious feel relaxed and let it go. Or just, you know, really ask for the subconscious energy to be released. Please show me the lesson I have with the subconscious energy so that it may be released. Thank you. Last of this. Okay. We got Frog, 4 of Cups. Contemplation, apathy, and new opportunities. So we got new perspectives and new opportunities coming on. But isn't that's definitely, you know, Sagittarius energy. It's always something new, something fresh, something new perspectives about everything. Every single thing in Sagittarius energy is a lesson. Like, it's like every day is amazing because you're just learning something. All right. Cat, which is Page of Swords, and Condor, which is King of Swords. So it's almost like with these two together, it's like you're starting out very like in this brand new youthful energy about swords, and then you're ending up as a king. It's like massive growth. This lesson is going to be like, it's like you one day you go, wow, I think I'm going to start something, and then by the end of the day you've mastered it. That's what this is. So, yeah. And the cat is primal instincts landing on your feet. And then King of Swords is truth, final authority, and brilliant mind. But swords are thoughts, you know. It kind of goes along with that same thing about control. You gotta have control over your mind, but by having control over your mind, you let go of the idea of having control. So, okay. Anything else we need to know? Feels like we have it. I mean, we know that there's something that we've been working on that is going to be released during this. And that we're going to have some sort of clarity on it, and we're going to be successful. We're moving into mastery of something, and we're healed. Anything else? And we possibly have new perspectives and new opportunities. Going through that portal isn't fun, but it's so worth it. Sensitivity. Archangel Haniel. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. I don't know if that's a glare. So honor yourself and honor your feelings. Well, I wish you an amazing full moon energy cycle, and have fun learning this and making it through this energy. It's amazing. So, and Jupiter is all about, you know, which rules Sagittarius is luck, opportunity, wisdom. So that's going to be super great because we're learning some sort of lesson here, and I think it's even bigger than normal lessons because it's helping heal this subconscious wall you have. So take care. Thanks for watching, and thank you so much. Till next time. Bye.